Hello and welcome to the end of television. Once again, we're back. We're back on live, and you might be like, "What is all this?" Well, as I said 2 weeks ago, even though I don't think anybody was paying attention, but then again, I don't know if you're paying attention out there watching this. You can, yeah, closed, open, doesn't matter because there's nobody else in the building. So, well, there's a few people. Okay, it's the end of television, but the end of television already happened. So we're changing the name of the program. The name of the program is going to be called The 13th Step. And we will make that official probably in January. Now, what is the 13th step? Well, you go through that 12-step program, and then I guess it's like, what do you do once you've gotten your shit together, right? And God knows we've had enough of craziness down here for 20 years, and it's time to, I don't know, do something productive with the program. So tonight is the beginning of this. And I have my first special guest, Patrick Griffin, and we're going to be talking about his new movie, Curved, which is going to be premiering next Saturday night at 8 o'clock at the screening room downtown. And then hopefully every episode will have one or maybe two guests. Should we get closer together? Is that what you're saying? We have crew. And then eventually the crew can, run this stuff and run a camera while we're sitting out there. That's the goal, to get back to that at some point. And we will take phone calls if anybody feels like calling. I know most people are used to. That's not really true. I can't really say they're used to me coming on next week because I've never been in a 3-week rotation before. So maybe people might be watching tonight because they thought we were on a 2-week rotation. We used to be on every other week. Now we're on every 3 weeks. But hey, at least we're on, and we're still an hour. So yes, you can call in. Probably won't be focusing on calls a whole lot, but we weren't anyways for, the last 2 years. It's been me sitting in here talking to myself. Pretty much. Waiting for my one intercom page of the night where I... But anyways, welcome to the program.
Thank you very
Glad
much.
to have you here. Let me make sure I got your level there. Is this one's mine, and you're on line 2?
I'm on line 2. Line 2, line 2, line 2, line 2.
There we go.
Perfect.
There, that's better. Okay, so go ahead and tell us what is Curved. I read the script, but I want to hear your summary of it.
Well, first off, I just want to say that I'm very disappointed that this isn't the end of television continued or Redux.
Well, it could be.
But still, I think you'll have a great future with this new program and the way you're changing it around. Curved is my first independent film. It is starring a lot of Tucson actors, Arizona actors, University of Arizona film majors. And it's an independent film about a college student who, through the course of a semester, as he's nearing the end of college, is beginning to realize that his personal relationships are crumbling around him. His family relationships, his intimate relationships are all crumbling, and he's getting ever closer to this decision of whether he needs to restart his life and follow his true passion in life, or continue through what he perceives as the easy route, which is journalism.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. So did the script go through any more major changes since the last time I read it, or is it still kind of...
Well, it's been changing a lot, but we finished up with the script about June of last year. We started filming in July.
Oh, okay.
Finished the editing process in January of this year, and we've been sitting around waiting for the perfect moment to spring it on an unsuspecting public.
Nice.
And that perfect date, as you announced, is November 13th at the screening room on Congress at 8 o'clock.
There's that number 13 again.
13 popping up.
The 13 is a lucky number, I think. Most people are scared of it and they shy away, but...
That just leaves more vacancies.
Exactly. So what inspired you to write this script?
Well, interestingly...
Right over his face.
You can pull the CG down.
Ow.
Wait. I can... Wait.
Yeah.
There we go. See, this is why I'm here.
Special effects.
See?
And we do this.
And all of a sudden... That's right.
There.
This is an entirely new program. We're setting it up right away.
You should move a little closer.
A little closer, Marty.
There.
There we go. Is that good? No spooning. Remember that. No, I was inspired to write this script. A friend of mine, Anthony French, when I was the editor-in-chief of the Aztec Press down at Pima College, was talking about wanting to make a film. He had plenty of equipment. I had plenty of equipment. And he wanted to step out and make his first project. And he wanted to do a short film. And for something that was short and experimental, I figured, write what you know.
Yeah.
In college life, I definitely know.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of evolved from there. Anthony didn't want to do a feature length, and I did. And over time, he had some personal issues come up. He couldn't continue to commit. So I continued on my own. I enlisted the help of the great Johan Martinez, who helped me with the story and pretty much everything else, composed some of the music.
Oh, nice.
And we developed this hour-and-a-half-long film, which we're all very proud of and all very excited to see hit the big screen.
Cool. Is it a semi-autobiographical, or is it just completely fictionalized?
Well, there's always an element of self-reference in anything that you write.
That's when you're writing what you know, right?
Especially then, yeah. But no, the character's relationship with his girlfriend, for instance, is very different from my own relationship with my girlfriend. I believe if I were to summarize the way that the main character and his lover get together, they're not in good terms, per se.
Yeah.
But, I work in journalism, and this character obviously is getting a journalism major, interning at a newspaper, and very much so a lot of that comes from my own personal life, the fear of newspapers closing down.
I thought some of that was some of the funnier elements, too, was all the journalism stuff.
It's very interesting. I've shown the film to a few close friends and family, and everybody always says the first half especially very funny, very interesting, and like you said, a lot of that deals with the journalism aspect. But, the film itself is a weird collage of comedy and drama.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, what made you want to pursue filmmaking?
Well, I was about 14 years old, buying comics, as every great story begins. And a man named Charlie Harris introduced me to some schmuck named Marty Catola.
Oh, yeah, we were bruising you, throwing you up against the wall.
That's right.
Seems like just yesterday.
Just as dirty as it sounds. Exactly. And it was called Comic Book Diaries, and I was playing the shoplifter.
Yes.
And I was a phenomenal shoplifter, not from personal experience, but because I'm just that good at method. And it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot about filmmaking from that film. A lot of technical abilities I grasped from Marty and his crew. And then over the next few years, I went focused on college, focused on my personal life, and all of a sudden I got a phone call from Marty saying he's doing another film. That continued on until finally I was sitting with my friend Anthony at a coffee house talking about how I wanted to pursue film.
And then you just decided it was time to make a feature or something at that point?
Yeah, I'd been writing since I was about 12, and I got into screenwriting about 14, continued along, but nothing serious. And, when you're a 19-year-old sitting at a coffee shop with your advertising manager, and he's talking about how he's in his 30s and afraid he'll never make his first project, suddenly it dawns on you, I should probably get started if I'm serious about this.
That's good, because it took me a lot longer. I was about 26 by the time I decided to start actually trying to do a real feature. So you got that good head start. So you think you're pretty happy with the final product?
Yeah, absolutely. We were very blessed to have some fantastic actors, a really good crew. Like I said, Johan Martinez, Joe Urigo here in town at Black Butterfly Productions helped us in the editing process. Our actors, Ian Whitaker, Lily Delamere, Elizabeth Beach, Ryan DeLuca, I could go on and on. Mark Temple, phenomenal actor, who all just came down to audition one day, and they knew that this was an independent film. We weren't looking to make a lot of money off of this.
Mm-hmm.
They all did it for free because they love the art.
That's good.
And we ended up with a project that we're all pretty happy with, yeah.
I've noticed that when you tell people I'm making a movie, they'll do almost anything to be in it. They want to be a part of it so much that they'd be willing to work for free, just to be involved.
Yeah, it really depends. And Tucson's a phenomenal hotbed of talent. I had
Mhm.
no idea until I put out ads for auditions. A lot of great actors came down, decided they wanted to throw their hat into the ring, as it were.
Everybody likes a good project.
Yeah. The interesting thing, though, is when you tell friends that you're making a movie, there's that initial moment of,
What are you doing? Yeah.
yeah, you're making a film. All right, yeah, I'm sure. Good luck with that.
So was everybody, right?
Right. And then, you get into to filming and you get into post, and all of a sudden the excitement begins to build. And we were fortunate to not have a specific deadline, so we took our time with this.
That's always good.
Yeah, it helped a lot. And when we finally went to the screening room, it was the easiest thing in the world. A phenomenal manager down there worked with us right away, was willing to get us in there, and now we're just 1 week away.
That's great. What I've noticed is, you're right. It really is as easy as actually just doing it. If you do it, it's easy. People think, oh, this is going to be such a pain in the ass, I have to do all this and this. Really, if you want to do it and you're motivated to do it and it's fun to do it, then I find it's very